Welcome to Jake's Savvy Moment, where you can get tips and ideas to improve your and your horse's development. Roll the tape. Today on Jake's Savvy Moment, we're going to talk about getting your horse following your feelings or suggestions. Now, previously we've talked about following a feel being a physical touch. The difference between a feel and a feeling is your feelings come from your inside. Okay? They're like your thoughts. And they travel through your nervous system, and they travel as energy. Now, energy gets measured in frequency. Frequencies measures wavelengths. Waves travel rhythmically. That's how we know that following a feeling or a suggestion using your energy is about using rhythmic pressure. That's the science of the driving game. What I'm going to do here is offer you another simulation to help understand this in practice. So when you go play with your horse, you can offer a better feeling that's much clearer, so hopefully you'll get a better response. I have an empty water bottle, we have this little pool, and then I have my stick. And what we're going to do is we're going to play with this area like it was in a round pen or arena, and this is going to be my horse. And what I want you to see is we have some wind today, so when I put this on the pool, outside forces are causing it to do something already. This is a lot of times what happens when we play with our horse. The wind's blowing, their buddy in the pasture is calling, their belly's hungry and they want to eat grass, they want a cookie, and we have to play with their nature to get their attention on us and keep it on us. So what I'm going to have to do then is use my energy, and I'm going to use this tool to transmit that to my horse and see if I can't move them around where I want them to be. And the important part of that is going to be my positioning. Let's grab our bottle and look more closely before we get started at some positioning. As we play with our horse, I'm going to play with this as if it's the nose and this as if it's the hindquarters. And when we play with our horse, we know that we have 6 zones on their personal body, 5 that we have numbers for. Okay, zone 1 is the nose. We have the delicate zone, which is the area covered by the halter. Then we have zone 2, which is the neck, 3, which is the shoulder and the ribs, 4, which is the hindquarters, and 5, which is the tail. Okay? Then there's that 7th zone, which is their personal space. We're going to mostly look at those 5 numbered zones on our horse and look at how when I push on the side of the nose, it's going to cause it to tip away. Same as the shoulder versus on the ribs, we get some sideways motion. And on the hindquarters, we have some turning in towards the pressure of the nose. Okay? Now we're going to move back to the pool and see if we can't cause the front and the back to move around and then drive our horse around on a circle. Now we're going to turn our horse loose. I'm going to use the stick to catch the hindquarters and bring the nose towards me. I might have to drive this horse a little bit forward. Oh, there goes the wind, takes us to the rail. And what do we have to do to cause that nose to come back towards the center? I don't get to reach around to the outside yet because I need to get the inside of an inexperienced horse. And I'm going to have to find these balance points where I can drive the horse around, offer them suggestions, and push the hip to turn the nose, the ribs to move them sideways, farther back to get the nose to come in more, on the hindquarters to have more forward. If they come too far in, I might have to catch the shoulder and tip the nose out, but then encourage my forward again. And it becomes a balancing act to teach my horse how to go around here appropriately versus just putting pressure and pushing and causing my horse to get stuck out on the rail, which is what we don't want. I don't want to use the rail to keep my horse doing what I ask. I want to use my thoughts, my feelings and suggestions to coach them around within time and space. And that is following a feeling or a suggestion. As we wrap up this savvy moment, I'm going to play with Little Gray here for you and move him around and drive him pushing his bubble, using my feelings and suggestions to create energy, to have his feet start moving, and not have him be out on the rail while he does it. I want you to recognize that this savvy moment was more about your horsemanship and understanding, having awareness and understanding of appropriate ideas. Okay? And later we're going to get more into the development of the horse to get their feet extremely appropriate as you're playing some of these driving games. This has been another one of Jake's Savvy Moments.